Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 2. I just watched the Episode 1 of the Season 4. If you want to see my reaction video about it, I'm gonna put the link into the eye. I'm gonna put the link also for the playlist that I made for My Hero Academia. I binge watched all of My Hero Academia, all of the 3 first seasons, the first movie, 3 different OVAs also. So if you guys want to have all of these reaction videos into the chronological order, if you are discovering my channel with this video, or just if you want to rewatch some particular episodes, I'm gonna put the link also into the eye. The first episode of this season 4 was really nice, really sweet. It was a good recap about the fact that All Might lost his quirk, gave it to Deku, and also the fact that Deku, he feels really responsible, you know, right now about the fact that he has to take that role and he's not ready yet. And I had really that pressure with that journalist who discovered the truth about Deku, that he would reveal it, and I thought really that no, it's not okay to reveal it right now. Deku is not ready, because when it's gonna be revealed, for sure the League of Villains, all of the villains, they're gonna target him like they were targeting All Might, and Deku is not ready to fight them all. Even if he has friends, even if, you know, other heroes can help him, he's not ready yet. So I was glad that this journalist chose to not say it, because for now it's just based on instinct, you know, and on little clues. Like I explained, you know, in the review of the last episode, it's a little like me, who is picking up clues, you know, is trying to make theories about stuff when I'm watching a show or an anime, and this journalist right there did the same. He guessed everything right. He guessed the fact that All Might chose someone, one of the students, and when he met all of them, he guessed that it was Deku. He's really clever, you know, like he's really making his job right with that, and the fact that he's making it in an ethical way, I really appreciate it, because he chose to not say to anyone his guess and to wait to have real evidence, to have something truly happening to say it. And yes, I think that this guy understood really what a journalist has to do and really acted in a nice way, in an ethical way with Deku. That was great, that moment, to tell to Deku, okay, I'm not gonna say to anyone that you're the next All Might, but at least maybe I can say that we can still have hope and really believe it. That was cool. We had also a recap about all of our students, all of their quirks. That was a good reminder, you know, in case some people forgot about it. And we had all of them reunited like that, dealing with that journalist, and we saw that some of them were really like, okay, I want to be, you know, like to shine and all of that, like fake French guy. And some of them didn't like it at all, like for example Bakugo. But for me it's totally logical, because during the sports festival, clearly he was not a good client for the media, and we saw that after that he was not treated well by them, and also people really took everything that they saw during the sports festival against Bakugo. I said it, for me Bakugo, he needs to work on that, because okay, he can save people, he can be a good hero and all, but he needs also for people to trust him, to be the one, you know, who is gonna be there to save them. And clearly for now I'm not sure that he has that. I said it during this season 4, I want evolutions for all of these characters, because they already evolved during these 3 first seasons, but now they are really teenagers, you know, and they are gonna be really confronted to villains because they have their provisional licenses. Not all of them. And that's gonna be interesting also, because I'm worried about Toga disguising herself again, you know, acting like she's Kami. I think that it was the name of that girl. and because of that approaching Todoroki and Bakugo. We'll see if it's gonna happen. But no matter what, everyone is gonna be confronted to villains, you know, way more than before, and I'm worried for our guys, but at the same time, I want to see it. I want them to grow up, really, to evolve, and I think that this season can be really the one for that, you know. We began everything with them as kids, really kids during the season 1. There were little teenagers, you know, during the season 2 and 3, they began to evolve, like, that's it. Now we need stuff, really, for them. And the fact that we had that conversation between Bakugo and Deku, you know what I think about it, you know how much I loved it, so I'm impatient also to discover how this relationship is gonna evolve. Okay, I don't have a lot else to say during this intro because the last episode, like I said, was mostly a recap episode, in fact, before beginning the real deal during this one. We should have maybe the beginning of our guys working with real heroes. Deku normally is supposed to reach the former sidekick of All Might, but it has been a long time that All Might and his former sidekick didn't talk together. That's what we learned during the previous episode. I'm wondering why, you know. Something happened, something bad. We'll see. And also all of the other ones, I'm wondering where they're gonna end. Like, I really want for everyone to end with the right person. Like, for example, Bakugo, he lost his former, you know, mentor during this internship. So I'm wondering where he's gonna end, and I would love also for Todoroki to not be with his father for once. It could be great. We'll see, and maybe we're gonna see that during this episode. Let's go for it. Remember that if you want to have my Patreon, on which we have 4 episodes of advance, which means 2 weeks of advance, it's really a lot. You have extended reaction part or full reaction part for the big episodes. Extended reaction part are already interesting because they are longer. I'm not forced to cut each 5 seconds. I'm really letting the scene go, and I'm not forced to play with opacity. And no matter what, it's the best way to support me, my Patreon. Truly, I'm a little reactor on YouTube and on Patreon, so if you want to support me, to help me, to encourage me to continue my channel, these videos and all, it's on my Patreon. You can subscribe just for 1 month if you only can subscribe, you know, for 1 month. It can be still truly appreciated and useful. Let's go for this episode! Oh, and also, fair warning, like for the previous video, it's autumn, you know, so the lights are gonna change a lot during this video. I'm sorry for that in advance if it's disturbing for you. It's like that. Ah! This episode is gonna be entirely about you? Is the head of a Yakuza gang, you know, like group? Okay. But now you have Yakuza groups, you know, still with powers, with quirks. Yeah.
オールマイトよりもオール・フォー・ワンの消失が大きい。裏社会の全てを支配していたという闇の帝王。
He was your hero, you know, your example to follow.
オールマイトは引退。そしてオール・フォー・ワンもまた監獄へとぶち込まれた。日向の日陰の支配者がいない。じゃあ次は誰が支配者になるか。
No leader for you. Because the master said so, but he's right, officially you're not. No one knows about you and has reasons to respect you.
計画のない目標は妄想と勢力を増やしてどうする。そもそもどう操っていく。どういう組織図を目指して。
Oh, he's asking the right question.
どれも駒として一級品だが、 すぐに落としてるな。
It's better, you know, for the strategic plans and the human resources of this organization than Dabi and...
コントロールできない力。
He's dealing with it.
目標を達成するには計画がいる。そして俺には計画がある。
トゥーです。ちゃんと意思確認して
計画の遂行に莫大な金がいる。お前たちを使ってみせる。そして俺が次の支配者になる。
Okay.
帰る。
Normally, Shigaraki, you should be under him.
打ち切れ恥ずかしがり屋だけど、私の素性を知ってもなお友達にいてくれた子、常識という草に繋がれた人が繋がれてない人を笑ってる。
What is this quirk? Oh, bye bye Mag, like. Oh! Just stop! You're all gonna die! Oh my god, it was just an arm and deep blood. What? Does he have more than one quirk? No, it's someone else, okay. But your quirk, it's that thing and exploding people, like...
頭を冷やして後日また話そう。
Yeah.
てめえ殺してやる。
戸村君、私させる。ダメだ。
責任取らせろ。
ダメだ。
賢明だ。手だらけを。
How many of you? The child guy? You, the gun guy?
冷静になったら電話してくれ。待てこら。なぜ止めたしかけ。出なかった。くそいって。
It was blocking your quirk also, like... So many quirks, I have so many questions.
また失敗したね、戸村。でも決してめげてはいけないよ。いくらでもやり直せ。そのために僕がいるんだよ。
Okay, you trust him a lot, but at the same time you said you failed again. But you were clever to not respond right there. That was so great! This new group is so great, it's so good! Oh! And they have a certain style, you know? I love them. And Nighteye, you know, is working on Overhaul and his group. Yes, we want to meet him and we want to know what happened between you. Why?
理由は3つ。1つ、私は昨日の会議でインターン反対派だ。2つ、君のシュートスタイル、あれをもっと強化してからでいいと思う。
Yes, it's not ready yet. I said it in intro, like.
3つ、さあナイトアイ、分け合って彼とは来ません。
Why?
カッツァにレール敷いてもらっといて負けんなって言われたんです。僕の個性はオールマイトによく似ています。僕は他の人より何倍も強くならなきゃいけないんです。
そういうのは嫌いじゃないが、やはり紹介はできないな。私からはね。
It's not good at all. But he said I can't, like really, I can't do it. I think that he wants for you to help Deku.
わかんないけど、ちょっと言ってみるよ。なんてね。
I appreciate your jokes.
まだ盛大に滑ったね。ごめんね。
トーガタ少年は現在ナイトアイの下でヒーローインターンを行っている。
So he can introduce you.
じゃあ卒業後はもうサイドキック入り確定ですね。さあの気が変わらなければね。
トーガタ少年から見て、緑谷少年はナイトアイの下で働けると思うか。
この話をするために呼び出したんですね。緑谷君をさらに紹介してやると。しかしなんで俺をクッションに？直接言えばさあはすごく喜びますよ。
And he talks about All Might in a good way.
彼の忠告通りになっているからね。
そうですね。
Maybe he's talking about, you know, what
じゃ
happened
あ
to
君
him
はどういうヒーローになりたい？
when his quill began to disappear, you know, all of that. Oh, each time that memory.
どんなに困ってる人でも笑顔で。もう嫌だよ。誰にも心配させることのないくらい。
Yes.
最高のヒーローです。
You evolved. It doesn't just think about what he wants, but also what he needs to do for other people.
だから強くならなきゃいけない。
On your hand.
めちゃくちゃな目標だね。
Mm.
断る理由ないし。いいよ。
Thank you.
Togataミリオですか。
You considered
最低限の成績でも笑顔だけは絶やさない。
to save people with a smile?
緑谷少年と出会っていなかったら、彼は私の。
You would. That's big. It has been a long time that you didn't have a day to rest. Toga, is she gonna be there, you know, as Kami or not? Yes! You're gonna meet him now? I think that he knows already everything about this guy, you know? Deku, he studied him. Yeah? Loss? I'm not sure that Deku is good at making jokes.
今更ですけど、会ったばかりなのに先輩はなんでよくしてくれるんですか。君はめちゃくちゃな目標を持ってそれを実現しようとして。
He's giving you a little push.
バブルガール。元気とユーモアのない社会に未来はないと私は思って。
Oh, All Might! You have pictures of him?
ナイトアイ事務所、一体どんな。
大きな声出るじゃないか。
It's making me feel really like it's awkward as fuck.
バブルガール、ユーモア足りなかったようだね。
So you're forcing her to lose? Like, it can be a torture, you know, like someone forcing you, like...
ユーモアだってやってやるさ。ナンバーワンヒーローになる。緑はリスクです。
Like your mind.
憧れるあまり長年鏡の前で練習し続けた。
Come on, it's gonna work.
バカにしているのか。
Oh, you think that he was mocking All Might? It was an homage. I see that we have a little girl and all during this ending credit. I don't want spoilers. And I don't want to watch the preview also because of that. I can see that during this ending credit we have also spoilers like during the opening credits, and I'm trying my best to not think about them and to not really watch them, you know? Like to turn my eyes each time. The first part with Overhaul was so great! Oh, I already love this guy, love his group. I already love, you know, their attitude, their presence. They're really creating a mood of fear, you know, when they're right there, when they're talking, when they're acting. I'm not sure that I truly understood who is doing what, you know, what each one of them quirk is. Like the fact that this guy couldn't use his quirk, the fact that this one exploded, you know, just by touching Overhaul after him doing that on himself. I'm not sure, you know, about everyone's quirk really. We have the guy with the gun, we have the chilled guy, we have the little one. I'm not sure, like, I have still questions about that. Don't respond, you know, in the comments, I'm gonna discover that by myself, but I just want you guys to understand that I saw them, I love them, this group is gonna be so interesting, so great. I'm not sure that I understood everyone's quirk. For me, Overhaul's quirk, it's really about that thing, you know, like, he's doing that on himself and the person touching him is exploding from inside. That's what I understood. And maybe with this other guys. We have one with the gun, we have one maybe with erasing the quirk of someone, like you know Aizawa is doing. We have the one also who is so strong, you know, is acting like a shield. That's what I have for now. But yes, that was so great, that moment, and really he's asking right questions, like the master was taken away after that fight with All Might, so officially, okay, heroes, they don't have any leader anymore because All Might doesn't have his quirk anymore, but also the villains, they don't have an official leader. And the League of Villains, okay, everyone knows that they are still out there acting, but no one knows who is their official leader, and in fact, he never did anything, you know, to really make everyone respect him and consider him as a leader. So the leader place is available for the one who can take it, who is gonna make a big plan, you know, who is gonna be revered, you know, as a strong villain who is so impressive and who can frighten a lot of people. So yes, for now there is no leader, and that guy Overhaul, he has a plan to put himself as the next leader. That's what he said. But he needs money to do that, and right there he was not trying to join the League of Villains, he was trying to say to the League of Villains, you should join me because I'm gonna be the next leader, and really, now is the time if you want to join me. Like, he could have not said it, you know, he could have not tried to talk with them and just do his stuff on his own, and that's it. Right there it's almost, you know, like an aunt that is giving to them, like, now is the time, if you want to join me, now is the time. And he only killed that guy, Magnus, because he was attacked, you know, that guy attacked him. So, you know, I appreciate really that guy and this group, because right there he really came with a speech. I'm gonna be the next leader, I have a plan on mind, I need money and all. If you want, you can join me. Do you want that or not? And they took it really badly because they have a strong ego. They are considering themselves as the League of Villains. So, you know, the elite of villains, the ones who are gonna have the next leader and all. But guys, why you? Why respecting you and not other people, you know, other villains? Yes, why you? All of the Yakuza situation also, I think that it's interesting because I don't know a lot, you know, about Yakuza's gangs, you know, groups in Japan. I know for sure about their existence, I know little of their stories and all. I know that people are respecting the Yakuza. I know little things, you know, rumors about them, the groups, what they can do and all, but I don't know for sure what is truly happening. It's interesting the fact that they are considering that into this universe, Yakuzas, you know, were existing, and when heroes came, all of these groups disappeared, but still some of them still exist, and they exist thanks to their quirks. So yes, it's great also to have that aspect with this new group, you know. It's not just a new group coming, being like that and all. It's also all of the thing about the fact that they are a Yakuza organization, meaning that they are there since a long time. They have all of that, I don't know how to say it, like representation, image that everyone can have on mind just because they are a Yakuza organization. Do you understand what I mean? So it's really interesting. Nighteye is after that. We saw that at the end of the previous season and it was confirmed a little right there. Nighteye, first I want to know what happened with All Might. Why All Might can't reach him. Really can't, when it seems that Nighteye is still watching videos about him, has pictures of All Might just right there, and also is idolizing, you know, All Might that much that really you can't mock All Might in front of him. I don't know what happened and I want to know. Nighteye, okay, you were his former sidekick, you seem like a good hero, I want to know more about your quirk and all. But right there, how he was acting with his sidekick, you know, Bubble Girl, forcing her to lust. Like, for me, it can be torture also. Like, someone maybe already made that to you, you know, like, to make you lust. But at some point, you know, it's like, it's forcing you to lust. And for me, it's a little like a torture. Like, I don't want to lust. Why are you forcing me to lust? And, you know, also, you're hurting me by doing that. Like, don't do that. I really don't appreciate the idea. And the fact that he's forcing his sidekick to lust, like, you're forced to do it. For me, it's weird. I don't appreciate the idea at all. All of the conversation between All Might, Deku, and Smile Guy, Togata, can't remember. That was a good one. To know that he could have been the next All Might because he's always smiling, that's also interesting. And see, he was not the strongest, that one, you know, and he doesn't have amazing grades and all. But because he's really good and because he has a big presence and because he's always smiling, he was considered to be the next All Might. It's great, the fact that we're gonna have him. He seems really like an optimist person, always smiling, and at the same time I want to learn more about him and his background because, you know, people who are always smiling like that, most of the time they lived really hard stuff. You know, there is something deep behind it. So I would want to see his background, you know, to know more about him. That was such a cool episode! Oh, I loved it! Really, the entire first part with Overhaul was so great. And the second part divided, you know, between Togata, Mild Boy, and Nighteye was great. Okay, Deku didn't make a good impression right there by mocking All Might in front of someone who is like really praying for All Might all day. It's gonna get better, I'm not so afraid of it. I'm more afraid about Bakugo and Todoroki going, you know, to their class to at some point have their professional license, because for me they're gonna meet Toga again as Kami, and that can be dangerous for them. We'll see. I'm gonna see that on another day, on another session of binge watching. It's all for you and for me for today, so it's all for me for now. So bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.